Yo, what's up, everybody? The Real Rant Reviewer. Yes, I am live streaming. You see it here. Rant reviewing live Signs, 2002 Signs, M. Night Shyamalan's, excuse me, M. Night Shyamalan's Signs. Don't disrespect this man. Um, do I? Maybe a little. Let's get into this fucking movie. So, listen, I love this movie, guys. When I first saw it back in 2002, of course, I loved it. I still, like it today. Not to say that, oh boy, not to say that it's a great movie by any means. The ending for me is what does it. It trips me out a little bit. They had a great thing going, but simplifying the ending into something just really simple, and we could discuss those points. As and spoilers ahead, of course. Fuck you. Should have seen this movie already. It's 2002. It's already 2022. This fucking movie's 20 years old. And you have a 20-year younger Mel Gibson, of course, a 20-year younger Mr. Culkin here, brother Rory, and Joaquin. Joaquin, man, I can't believe he's got Joaquin in this movie, M. Night. And of course, he gives him another one too, right? But anyways, Mr. Gibson here, he gets him, and he gets him at a good time. I just want to say that. I think he gets Mel Gibson at a great time here in 2002. And this movie exploded. It was like 72 million to make, and then it makes 400 million in the box office, guys. I mean, because you got Mel Gibson, you got a nice twist. It's not even a nice twist. It's just everyone likes fucking aliens. I mean, shit, man. You put M. Night Shyamalan, the Sixth Sense director, with some fucking aliens, and Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix. Get the fuck out of here. Of course, I'm gonna go see that. And shit, you're damn right. I did. Well, I didn't go to the theater, but I did. What I do? How did I get this movie? I know I rented it and then never returned it or some shit like that. I don't know what I did with the movie. But yeah, it's a good scene, I guess. I don't know. It's slow paced, guys, but I like that. I don't like slow paced movies like Tarantino style. Not Tarantino. Yeah, Tarantino style. Slow dial. Slow trying to mean something. But M Night, he means something with this shit. I like how it's acted a little bit. I do. I do. I buy Mel Gibson's suppression. He's lost his wife, guys, in a terrible car accident. hmm Joaquin here plays his younger brother, who's staying with the family after the death of his wife. Staying with the family, trying to help out with things. But Mel Gibson's not really. He's a priest, or he was, and he quit the priesthood. I don't know how you quit being a priest, because once you serve God, you're always serving him. No matter where you can't quit. Mm. I guess you can quit and then come back, whatever. I mean, that's what I like about the movie too, guys. I will admit that the ending is great. At that end, that the ending is great. I like how he's redeemed. And Mel, man, just you gotta love Mel in this movie. You just do. He cares about his kids. Like he wants to care about them. It's strange. It's a strange. Very well written. And let me just talk about a couple scenes that stand out. I think one of the scenes, of course, is not even the crop circles in the beginning doesn't shock you guys. It doesn't shock you in the beginning. What shocks you, I think it's in his bedroom at night, with his little daughter, and he looks out. She's like, "There's something out there," whatever. And he's like, "There's nothing out there." He's like, "Just go to sleep," or whatever. And he looks out there, and she like, I don't know. Mel is like, "What the fuck?" Like he's like he jumps up. Mel Gibson, dude. He's like Braveheart, man. He like Lethal Weapon over here, Mister Briggs. Riggs. Oh shit, this movie's losing me though because it is slow paced, guys. But anyways, they find these crop circles right in the beginning, and they're like, "Oh fuck," But what's cool about it is that it's an isolated farm with an isolated family, so you would think that this alien invasion that's going to happen is not going to touch them. But boy, it's right on top of them, marked by that crop circle. So they're right in the thick of it without knowing it. They contact the local sheriff, guys, if they find out about this fucking crop circle in their farm. The sheriff is baffled, just like they are. Anyways, the news starts reporting that this shit's happening all over the world. Here we go. hmm See, now I want now this makes me think if M Night would have kept it just like isolated to this farm. So like you could have just kept it isolated to the farm and not to the whole world and brought it out to the world. Because like the TV, that's the only way you like in the 2002 that you're gonna CNN, all MSNBC, all that shit at the time that you're gonna get it out. So this is a great scene too, guys, where Mel is in the cornfield. I'll come back to my thought. In the cornfield, great fucking scene. He sees a leg. And it's just so scary. It's so good how Shyamalan does the aliens, not at the end, but at the whole way through, except towards at the end. Of course, it's made fun of in a couple good, funny ways, and scary movie and all that shit. But like it should be. Um, but like I was saying, you could have just kept it to the because you already had them isolated, and that's scary enough. They're at the barn. There's like one local sheriff, and she don't fucking know what's going on. She's no help, even if she was there. What would she do? So, you already have Mel Gibson with his family isolated. It's great, great. You already have that. Why do you make it worldwide? It to me it just like takes away from the scariness that they had going. Because they take it to just imaginary wise. You're like, okay, well, this is a worldwide thing now. So, and then sheriff, you never hear from the sheriff again. She fucking like goes hides in the basement or something. I don't know. Gets killed by the aliens. I don't know. Who knows what happens to Mrs. Sherry Jones there? Cherry Jones. Fucking kind of name is that? Anyways, seen her in a couple films, guys. So you meet Mel Gibson, like I said. The sheriff's like, I don't know. She takes off. He goes back to his kids. The kids are really fascinated by the crop circles. They want to learn more, especially after hearing on the TV and the news it's happening worldwide. So they go into town to take care of some errands. I like the feel. I like how they split them up and they go their own ways. And like, what a well directed movie. Like, great props off to M Night, dude. Like, I love following them in their different little paths and learning more about them. I do. I mean, especially Joaquin, of course, Mel Gibson. The kids do their part as well, but they're the stars here, guys. Not yeah, Vamonos, Vamonos. Great scene, of course. We gonna quote it. When he does when you first catch a glimpse of the actual alien, it's M Night does well. Of course, if you with any M Night movie go, guys, if you can't when you see it once, that's the most effective time. See, I really have to suck it in and take it all in once. I always will remember that with M Night movies. Take it in the first time because you're not going to be able to really watch it the same the second or third or fourth or fifth or 20, 200th time. But I have watched this movie over 100 times, maybe. I don't know. I just really like it. When it comes on TV, I watch it. I like the music. There's good music, too. Very emotional music at times, very uplifting music. It has a good little twist. I mean, at night, like, he puts together a good story, guys. I'm smiling while I'm telling you this because, I'm thinking of the first time seeing it and millions of other times I saw it. So it's like, you got to give it credit for the writing, and it's all M. Night. He's the director, and I know he wrote it. So, wow, good scene here. Uh, I didn't think it was scary though, this scene, guys, but whatever, we'll talk to about it. So anyways, they're going in the house, they go back into town, they do their errands, they come back to the home. Things are getting worse, apparently worse on the outside world. Uh, it's getting worse for them too. I think their dog dies or some shit. No fucking no. I don't know. Like, what's cool about it is just like the feel, like like I said, the farm feel, guys. Like the cornfield. You don't know if the aliens are there and when they're not there. I like it, man. But there is a scene here, guys, where M. Night's in this movie himself. He shows up. He's the guy that caused the car accident. He's actually the guy that took the car and hit Mr. Mel Gibson's wife and smashed her, crushing her, pinning her between a tree and the car, thereby basically keeping her alive. This scene here, keeping her alive by the car. You'll find that out, but yeah, this is where he looks outside, guys. It's a great look by Mel Gibson. It's a great like music, so it's a great tenseful scene. He's like, "What the fuck?" And that's what you see. You don't know what to make. It's a very large individual on top of a roof that's very high. So there's something wrong with that. And a chase scene ensues a little bit. So it's really cool. It's really tense. I love when they keep it in the dark. I hate when they bring it out. I really do. I hate when M. Night brings out the monster. Like, fuck the CGI, bro. Just do what you were doing, man. Fuck, I wish I could have helped you. Because you had such a scary, good, creepy, behind the scenes, what the fuck is going on thing. What they look like, I don't know. Shit, I would have been happy if I never would have seen them fully. Honestly, not even right up to the end. They would have ended with credits roll without seeing them fully. I would have been fine. Like that was a great fucking movie. It scared me without even showing me much. Um, or kept me intrigued at least, kept me watching. So like I said, this movie is it's a good movie. So doubt, no fucking doubt. Um, so like I said, the kids are ramping up their investigations and their beliefs. Shit's happening around the farm. I just told you all about it. So they're just locking themselves down now because it's getting worse. But basically, before they lock down, there's that scene I told you about. Mr. Gibson goes to the dude's house that killed his wife by accident. I guess apparently he's not in jail or anything, or didn't get fined or anything, or I don't know. And he just goes to his house. He was like, one of those things was in my house. He's saying, like, he's talking all like, first of all, where's he gonna go? Second of all, why is he talking all cryptic to Mr. Gibson? You owe it to Mr. Gibson to at least, if you're gonna say sorry to him straight out, then why don't you motherfucking tell him there's a fucking alien in your pantry? Like he's like, don't go in the pantry or some shit. It's like, well, basically you're telling him it's okay to go in the house, just don't go in the pantry. Like, you fucking mother. So he runs the fuck out of there, Mr. Shyamalan, like he should do. Get the fuck out of your own movie. Speeds off. They do a great little parody in a scary movie. 2 or 3, whatever. Anyways, fuck this city. Mel Gibson's like, I love it because Mel does Mel. And Mel's like, I'm curious. So Mel goes over there, curiosity killed the cat. But nah, this cat ain't no, this is a lion. This is a Braveheart. This is Mel Gibson. You ain't killing him. So he goes in there with barehanded and he goes to the pantry and he wants to know what the fuck's behind the door. He hears something moving. He bends down to get a peek underneath the door at this thing. And it's not a scary scene to me, guys, because I think the hand that comes out, the alien's hand comes out, see, and then it's like a corny effect. Like I don't know what it is. It might have been like how long the shot lingered before seeing the actual alien hand, and then seeing that the actual alien hand was kind of like just like a regular hand. Like it was an alien hand, but I don't know, could have been better. Could have been done a lot better. I mean, if you're gonna use CGI, that was practical. It looked like if you're gonna use CGI on all that shit aliens, like why don't you use it on a good fucking part like that? Like really scare the fuck out of me, like Itch style, Like, oh, and obviously it is before this time. I mean, after this time, but come on, man, it never scared me, that scene. And even when I first watched the movie, it never surprised me or made me jump. It was supposed to, right? Whatever. So the hand comes out and he fucking chops its fingers off. And this thing lets out a weird, or he does. He lets out a scream. And Mel's out of there. Mel goes home, and Mel now knows that everything that the news is saying, he knows that everything that's happening around the farm, everything that his kids are saying, is true. And the brother believes it. Joaquin too. Now he's all in on this shit, right? So they're all in on it, guys. After what Mr. Mel Gibson here witnessed, he's like, fuck this. So the news is telling everybody the invasion's in progress to lock down the crib. They start locking down the crib. I love it. I love it. It's like a zombie movie. Like has that zombie feel. Like, oh, it's so good. So I just love movies like that. I don't know why, guys. I just love like the house feel when you're like just trapped in your house, like when the COVID, when the thing was happening, the pandemic or whatever you want to say. Uh, it was yeah, it was rough on a lot. But some people can that's something that they look, well, hell, we could put signs in and just board up in our house. So they're boarding up the house and they're gonna have their last supper, basically, guys, the last meal for the aliens started coming through their crib, even though they've been outside the whole fucking time. But guys, we'll get into that. The writing, the Shyamalan stuff. So I like the dinner scene. They have dinner, guys, and Mel does his Mel thing where he gets upset. Mel does good upset shit. Like, we know that. We know when Mel Gibson gets upset, he does it well. So he gets upset at his family, but really he's upset at himself. So he admits that. He hugs his family. They all come together, but then the invasion starts. They start hearing shit. Start hearing things on the roof. They start hearing footsteps, and running on the roof, all around the house, outside the house, just outside that house, just outside that piece of wood or that window, right outside that porch, right outside that front door, is one of these aliens. These things, when you say alien, you don't know, you don't know really what it is. So, anyways, up until this point, we did see it. Those helmets ain't gonna fucking help. Tell you that much. That's a damn myth. Same thing with the TV antenna shit. Ain't gonna work, brothers. Mm-mm. But it might work because these fucking aliens, man, not only do they look like CGI bullshit when you do see them, and they're not scary at all, nothing like that, or interesting. They can't open doors, and we all know that. That's the big thing about the movie, isn't it, guys? That these aliens, and like everybody says, they come from a sophisticated planet, but they can't open a fucking door. Now look, I don't know about their mandibles and shit. I don't know about their claws. I don't know about their fingers, but we saw their fingers, right? Mel saw. First of all, he said M. Night said he trapped it in the pantry. All right. So he just, I don't know, why didn't he just lock the door? Like, if he, see, the alien wouldn't struggle to open the door if the door was locked. You know, even from the outside, if he just locked it from the outside, if Shyamalan had a key and just locked the pantry door from the outside, or put a chair, you know, to block, or whatever, because it didn't seem like the alien was that strong. Couldn't he bust the door open? Couldn't kick it or nothing. Didn't want to damage it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if he would have locked it from the outside, the alien definitely couldn't have got out, and you didn't have to put in that he couldn't open doors. You know, you didn't. I don't know. You just have to bring that up. You would never have to bring that part up. So just by doing that is, I don't know. Like I said, just that's when you're not fully writing, like fully, like you should be. I don't know, something missing. Like you're focusing too much on other things. I don't know, it's strange. So, but yeah, I still like the movie. I still give the movie its high praise and a good grade, and it's still watchable, and it's still good, and it's a great movie. And so I always will give it that praise. Um, so yeah. Anyways, just give me a moment here. She's out the bedroom? Yeah. Yeah, what do you want to watch? So she's in her room and she just left you guys awake? Here you go. Okay, alright, go ahead, do your thing. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. We're back. Yeah, so continuing the stream, you know, like I said, there's things like that. There's holes that could have been filled better, with, I don't know. So anyways, uh, yeah, so we get to the part here, guys, where Mel Gibson's his wife's death comes into play because what the twist is by Mr. Shyamalan, well, the supposed twist, if you want to call it that, his wife told him before she died some things that should be done during this alien invasion when it happens. So Mr. Gibson's able to remember that and tell his brother Joaquin to grab the bat. And for some reason, he's got to grab the bat to hit the water that's in glasses. Shatter the water on the aliens. I don't know. Scare the alien. Kill it. Kill it with water. Just weakness. I'm sorry. This is terrible. Turning out to be a terrible movie for me to rant on live. Yeah, and that's it. And Mr. Gibson finds his faith back after all this. Realizing maybe that his wife's death was done for a reason to save the life of his children, his brother, and himself, so that the sacrifice of his wife was done for a purpose, God for a reason. Because, of course, the sacrifice of one for the greater of more is a real sacrifice, is it not? Even one for one. So he finds his faith, and he finds it in the end. And I like that. I like the music at the end when he puts on his collar and all that. Really good. Done well. So, end of movie, and you're at the end of the movie, you are affected by it. You want to see it again. Give it to M9 on this one. Give it to M9 on Signs 2002, guys. Mel Gibson. So, and Joaquin. I mean, Joaquin doesn't do it like Gladiator. I mean, shit, it's hard to follow that up. See, what is he? 2 years removed from, or a year removed? Shit, still seeing Commodus. But great movie. Real Rant Reviewer recommends it. Thanks for joining me on this live stream, guys. And it could be another one and another one. It don't matter. Ah, it's an alien. Get the water jugs. During an alien invasion, let's all remember M. Night's advice, guys. Lock your doors, or not even lock them, just shut them. Like, yeah, why did they board up all the houses, like all the windows and the doors, if these aliens couldn't even open the fucking door? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta make. I'm tired. I'm too tired. I'm just like tired of explaining the stupidity and idiocy of some of these movies, and I enjoy them. I fucking do. But when I talk about them and we rant and review them together, oh shit, do they come out? And look at what M. Night's so punk ass is eating before he ran out of there. And he had a big ass knife there and he trapped it in the pantry, right? I don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. Like, why not use the knife? And I don't know. He was eating cucumbers and a little salad. He was healthy, M. Night. He was real healthy after murdering Mr. Gibson's wife on accident. I don't know if that even made sense. But let's just end this live stream. I want to thank you guys for joining me for this live stream, this live rant review of Signs. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope to see you soon next